Well, hello there, my young Padawan. I hope you guys are feeling wonderful on this one, because this was a really interesting game. So yesterday somebody messaged me, wrote a comment and said, yo, 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 yo. And I said, what? And then it was like, yo, check out Dungeon Blast. And I was like, okay. I've seen it before. I've seen Dungeon Blast before, but I've just never played it. And when I did, I was suddenly sucked into this world of PvP, of PvE, first person, well, not really, I mean, you can do third person and first person shooter dungeon game. I thought I was suddenly lost in a game, playing it for like 4 hours straight. I went to level 30 within like the first playthrough. I was like, what is happening? This game is great. It's really, really good. So this is my ultimate beginner's guide. This is also my review. I'm gonna grade this game as we go along. I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. I'm gonna tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. Let's start with Dungeon Blast. So this is the lobby. First of all, it looks fantastic. It looks really, really good. I think it's not really too much over the top. It is kind of like a circle of information. You have basically the circle lobby, right, where you just like go. You can basically just do a 360. You can basically see already everything that you need in this game. It could be a little bit overwhelming because the map is very cluttered together in like a small dot, basically, so to speak, but it doesn't really make me become confused or anything. So the map is fine. The map looks good. The map looks interesting. The game design reminds me, I don't know why, it has a little bit of a touch of Overwatch. I don't know, it's weird. I'm gonna show you once we get to the gameplay in a second, but the game is already out. It has been out for quite some time. So over here there's like this update tab or something. Wait, where was this? I actually forgot. There was like a way where we could see all of the updates. Was it this one? Yeah, it was. So you can see 177 days ago, 96, 9, 10. So it's about like 5 to 6 months old, I would assume. I'm not entirely sure. I just never really focused on it. I've seen it on YouTube, and on Roblox. I've seen it pop up here and there. I just never tried it. I don't know why. Something about, I don't know, guns and like dungeons. I don't know, because I'm not a big first person guy. I'm like the you know, I told you guys before, like RPGs, role play games, fly for fun, you know, all of these kind of games that I used to play back in the day. World of Warcraft, Diablo. Well, Diablo's kind of like an ARPG, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like it kind of like it didn't really tickle the pickle, you know. I was like, no, but then I got in on it, and damn, I was not disappointed yesterday. Anyways. So this is not the newest game on Roblox, but it just never really popped off. It feels like yesterday I had about 400 players, and I thought that was a little bit okay, yeah. But for the game, you know, the game deserves much more players, and really much more players. And it seems like that these developers are active as well. I mean, you can see 8 days, 23, 50 days to 23 is a little bit mucho grande. It's like 20 days. It seems like that they need 10 to 20 days to update if you go like after that thing, but they seem to be very consistent. It seems to be fine. I like it. But anyway, so, yeah, what is this game all about? We're gonna go and check it out. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna run these dungeons, you're gonna have some guns in here, there's a few things. I think the inventory is a little bit, I don't know, at first, you know, it was, clogging up with a lot of items that I got, and then I was like, okay, why can't I delete anything? And it doesn't really teach you that in the game necessarily, and the way you do it initially is you're gonna go up here, you can sell items. I think that this thing is not really necessary. I mean, they could keep it, but I think you should be able to, like, well, maybe not sell, but even if you just want to delete it, have it in your inventory. Although I do have to tell you, selling it is the better option, because they actually reward you with quite a bit of money in the game once you sell your items, and that's really, really nice as well. You do have your own upgrade tab, which is great too. You can see that when you scroll in, it seems to be able to get a little bit more complicated here and there, but all over, like, I love upgrade trees. It doesn't really matter what route you go. I think you should go all the way down here. You should finish this one first. then you can just go with whatever you want to. Like, I think damage and power increase and crit chance is always really, really good. If you notice that you die too much, you can go this tree here to the shield increase. But overall, I have no idea how big this tree really is, and it's kind of cool because it does look like a tree as well. So I don't know, that was an interesting choice of design there. Really cool. Really awesome. Really, really nice. When I saw that, when I first logged in and played the game and I saw that, I was already, okay, so this game actually has something special going on here. I already knew that this is pretty cool. So, that's about the upgrades that you can do. Now, the exclusive shop, seems to be fair. They mostly bank on skins, as you can see here. You can get yourself some charms, so it's not necessarily fully pay to win, but you do have yourself the extra reward, the level fast, and the ×2 gold game pass. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. You can refresh the shop with gems as well that you can buy too, I guess, which is, I mean, it's Roblox, right? The entirety platform of Roblox is extremely pay to win, but if you take a look at it, they're mainly focusing on skins, which I highly respect, which is really, really, really cool. I don't know if do they have any extra anything? I don't think they do. So, yeah, really, really nice. You can get yourself the charms as well. The item skins, don't know if that's really worth buying, but as you can see, getting those, it's not too expensive. They're like 40 gems, 50, 150 the dominus for the legendary one, but overall, quite cheap stuff. And getting skins for your weapon is also a cool way to monetize this type of game. Really cool idea. And yeah, that's about it. So let's go and see what were the prices. Let's go back here for a second. What were the prices for the gems anyways? So 100 is going to cost you 49. That's actually quite cheap. So with 900 Robux, you could technically get the best weapon in the game for 2,700 as an insane gem bundle. My cat wants to come in. Hello there, sir. Please stop annoying us. Thank you. Hello. You want to come up here? No? All right. Anyways, yeah, it's quite cheap. It's not too expensive. I think this is a pretty good store, to be honest. I think this is a nice store, especially the idea with the skins. I mean, it goes hand in hand with a game like this anyway, so really nice. Another thing that you have is level rewards, which is going to give you the seeked out gems that you really want. That is, as far as, like, for me, I haven't really checked the best ways to get gems in the game because I haven't really focusing on it, but a really good way of doing it is leveling up here as well, because you just level up and you get something for free basically. And then you also have the daily quest, which you got going on the top left there as well. So really, really nice too. You have yourself the quest tab, as you can see here. If you press the quest tab, you also have an index, which is really worth checking in once in a while, because in that index, you're going to be... Okay, come on. Okay, my cat is going to do a cameo. We're gonna do a cameo, cat cameo. Yeah, he doesn't give a damn. He's like, nah, I don't care. Go in your box. Go in your box. Anyways, as you can see here, this one's actually alone is giving me gems. Plus also, I mean, just for discovering it, again, that is... By the way, this is like a iced tea kind of thing. It kind of looks like a beer or an alcoholic beverage, but it even says so. It's 0.0. It's not. It's like, I don't know, iced tea with like sparkly stuff. So, yeah, you get yourself some gems. You get yourself some gold. Which is nice, and it helps you kind of like progress in the game a little further. We're going to talk about gold and gems in a second, what we can buy with that, because it does have its gacha system in this game as well, so really cool. Anyway, so... Once we got that done, if you press it again, there's a few things that kind of pop up, like skins, index. This is stuff that you should be thinking of. You can only access it kind of like by pressing one of these things. Even if you press the inventory, then you can see it as well. Now let's look a little bit about the settings. I haven't checked the codes yet. I don't know what kind of codes they have in the game. And this is the awesome stuff. The game really rewards you for things that you don't necessarily like. You don't have to look for codes. The game rewards you already on its own. I wasn't even thinking about, yeah, let's look for some codes first of all, because the game just starts off blasting you, no pun intended, but blasting you with like gifts, and they give you stuff that is actually quite useful. And that's really, really important in games like these. Okay, so Let's talk about the inventory a little bit. You basically just click on the item and then you're gonna equip it. I think the inventory here is a little bit, I don't know, it's a little disorganized. I wasn't too much of a huge fan of the inventory, but it's also, I don't hate it either. It's a good inventory. I would say it's a good inventory. It's not a great inventory, but it's a good inventory. Something that I would really like as a QOL would be equipped best button. But here's the thing, this is another thing where it's gonna get technical. The items that you can get in the game, they can do different things, so you don't just get stronger by wearing a different item. Now, if we take the koala hat, for example, it actually has crit damage, which you can see 86%, shield, and health. Now, if you take another item, for example, the mecha bot, you can see the magazine size is there, and it actually raises up to 172%. So it's not just that you're gonna get stronger, but you can actually use these to make specific builds towards what you play best. And that is what makes this really, really great, this game. So if you start getting different items, they don't just like have to replace each other, but you can use those for different builds. So the mecha bot, for example, has a really big magazine size, right? So if you have a weapon where you really want to just like for example, there's a weapon called, wait, what was the weapon called? Yeah, it has left my mind right now. But there's a weapon out there. There's a, you know, and you want to really bank on that. So a magazine size addition to that would actually be quite nice. Now, yeah, so that's really cool. I just wanted to quickly mention that. That's really, really cool. Now, for the enchants, you guys might have seen it already before in different games. This was kind of used in like Pet Simulator 99, where you can get yourself some enchant books and then equip those enchant books, and these enchant books are gonna give you more damage, magnet pickup, more health, more defense, and that is really, really, really cool. As you can see here, you have damage 3. I have another crit 3. I could technically go for another damage 3 as well, because 75% usually is better than 25, but crit usually does more damage. I mean, it kind of like bounces off of each other and stuff like that as well. And you can also unlock more of these once you get into your what is it called, into your skill tree that we've just talked about, and you can just buy it so you can have another slot there as well. I think you can get yourself a few more. I don't know, these ones are premium enchant slots, which is paywalled. This is a minus aura for me. I don't like paywalled things, especially in your inventory. I don't like it. I don't like that type of idea, so I will a free-to-play player will never be able to get this, and it will always look like that. I'm not a big fan, but that is a very minor thing compared to all of the other things. Very minor, so I don't mind that. I don't mind it too much, but if I would have to be picky, I would say that this is a little, you know. Anyways, then we have potions. Potions, my darling, my Harry Potter, you have some potions. And these potions I haven't used at all. I don't use potions. I don't use them at all, so they are there. It's a nice addition to the game, but yeah, you increase your number of gold that lasts for 30 minutes, this and that, yada yada yada, pretty cool. You have some other items in there as well. Spinny the wheel ticket. Let's go and spinny the wheel for a second here. And that's it. That's like the basis off of it. Something that's really important is the blacksmith. And I'm going to show you the blacksmith. Okay, we got ourselves some jammeroonies. Because the blacksmith might be the most important thing next to the ability core one. So if we go to the blacksmith, you can see we can choose a weapon, and we can boost it with this kind of dust that we're getting here, as you can see. So I'm just going to quickly boost it. You can see I'm getting 2 levels out of it. The dust kind of stuff, I think you get by running dungeons. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really focused on it, so to speak. But it would make sense. to get those. And oh, by the way, drink potions. I have to drink some potions. Okay, we're gonna do that in a second. So I'm gonna get myself the 25 gems. The gems are really important. You will see why in just a second. There's some perks that a weapon has. Really important for you guys to check it out. You can see this one's in the first one. I can select between blast radius and base damage. I went with blast radius because I'm using a bazooka, you know, an RPG. So blast radius paired with 41% crit damage is insane. Projectile speed could be fun as well, but I think crit damage, having a higher impact, just being maybe slower but doing more damage might actually do the trick here. And the next one would be another blast radius, which I will choose, and then maybe even base damage, but 11%, don't know. But yeah, you can see you can choose those, and it just gets better and better and better and better. Here as well, if you have items that you can bring in, you can upgrade the max with whatever you want, either health or damage. I always went with damage. So yeah, you can see both of them are with damage. That's another 37% in damage for you and your powers and whatever. So that's really, really nice. And in crafting, we can actually make some more books, as you can see here. If you have like 5 pieces of something, you can craft it for 50,000, and then you can see a little bit of animation that you can actually skip as well, and there you have another enchant book, and that is the blacksmith, so to speak, for you. There you go. Next, let's go to the ability cores. There's also weapons. Where was the weapons? I think it's on the other side over there. We're gonna check it out in a second. So the ability cores is basically your abilities. They all have different abilities. You will unlock more as you go along. The higher level you will be, the better. Well, not the better necessarily, but different ability cores you're going to be able to unlock. You have a pity system. Hallelujah. That is great. You even have an epic, legendary, and a mythical pity system. This screams QOL for players. You know, players will be very happy to see that. Out of all of these boxes, I think this quad boulder is really good. If you play with friends, the Heaven's Orb is really good. My first combination was the quad boulder. Connect with a javelin. This is for single target damage, and this one was for multiple target damage, but the quad boulder is really, really good. So try to get it in different rarities. So these are the ones that you're able to get, and this is the rarities that you can get them in, so to speak. The Void Core, I got myself 2 turrets of Legendary, and these turrets are insanely strong. So basically what I do is I basically want to make a Summoner's build with it, a Technician, so to speak, that I usually throw down these 2 bad boys. They start attacking, and then I'm going to throw my other stuff, and then usually I am doing quite well with that. Yeah, really, really good. You can actually use 2 turrets at the same time, but you have to have 2 turrets unlocked there as well. Alright, in the weapon shop, you can use your gems. This is basically what you use your gems on. You can see you can buy yourself some different weapons. They cost that much. You can try them as well. And then you see these are the ones that are gonna get really expensive. They cost in different prices. They vary in prices. Minigun, that was the build. That was the gun that I meant, you know. So really, really interesting as well. It shows you all of the abilities in here as well, what they do. You can try them and stuff like that. Lightning Strike, Meteor Strike, Infinity Beam. There's a lot of healing ping pong bat. What the hell? These guys, I don't want to get spoiled with that, so I'm just gonna, you know, go back out of here. Let's do a game. Let's do a game and check out what that game is. I know we're in like 18 minutes without any full gameplay, but there's a lot of stuff that I have to show you before we get into the game actually at all. This is also the best build that I found for myself, especially in the early stages of level 30. You can also reroll some stats. You guys know how these things work, right? You throw them in there, and then you will basically reroll these stats. Try to get some better stats as well in there as well. You can lock them as well, which is yeah, that wasn't too good, was it? But yeah, you can get yourself some nice stataroonies. This one is the one that I need, so let's go and reroll some stats. 26. Okay, we need something better here. I actually, on my other, was it this guy? I had some really nice stats. It was really, really good. I had like a godly on it as well. There you can see, you see the godly on it, which is really nice. But I'm using the koala right now, and I'm really unlucky with those stat rerolls. Okay, so whatever. It is what it is. Let's start playing. game. Now, let's talk a little bit about the frame drops a little bit. The game does feel very smooth, especially in shooter games. I mean, this is not PvP, this is PvE, and with PvE, basically, whoops, I didn't mean to go in there. Wait, why is there not a back button? Was there a back button? I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna do medium. It's gonna be the hardest that I can, that I have unlocked right now. So let's go in and see how that game actually plays. I know 19 minutes, I'm yapping on for 19 minutes without actually doing some gameplay, but this is a basic beginner guide, and these basic beginner guides, this is where you have to basically talk about the builds and like what the lobby kind of gives you and stuff like that. Okay, so as you can see here, damage wise, I'm doing insane amount of damages. There are these I don't know, pillars you can call them, right? Which when you get close to them, they will fill up, and then you get like a randomized sometimes, well, it's not really a buff, but you can get like EXP, you can get gold, you can get yourself some enchant books. There's a lot of stuff that you can get. I don't know, these ones over here, for example, they heal you as well. These are like some, I don't know, is it like small cans or something? If you're playing the build that I'm currently rocking with using 2 turrets at the same time, getting the high ground is usually the best way to do it. Now with this here, I don't like the Tesla coil because it doesn't move with you, so I'm gonna go with health or shield. It doesn't really matter, they're both kind of like pretty bad. Let's go to the next place. And can you see the Overwatch style to the game? Can you see it? Somehow, I don't know. I have an Overwatch feeling to this a little bit. But anyways, let's try to get to a nice big open area, which is this one. This should be good. They have a ton of range. These turrets that I'm using here, they have a lot of range. They also tank a little bit of damage here and there once in a while, because these guys are basically pulling aggro, which is really, really good as well, which kind of like takes them off my back a little bit, depending on how many enemies that we have running against us. But yeah, right now, it's a breeze, man. It's a breeze. I have a little bit of shield going on in the bottom left, as you can see. I'm just chilling through the base here. Again, they're pulling aggro, which is very nice, so I can actually recover a little bit of shield. And there we go, done the next. Now, this is what I usually do, is I go with a drone, because that's another summoner build, so to speak, right? So let's throw the drones out there, and then there's a drone on top doing some more damage. So every time I have the chance of getting a drone, I'm actually trying to get the drone here as well. There's another pillar, so let's go into the pillar here, and we have to stay in the area though of the pillar, which is a little funky sometimes. And we got another EXP rain, which is good. You can see us leveling up there, which is quite nice. Well, not leveling up directly, but leveling up in this game is like the main thing that you want to do because of the cores. These are the abilities. The guns are fun, but I think the abilities are the ones that are going to carry you through the entire game, so trying to level up is probably the best way to do it. You can see I'm struggling a little bit with the damage department here, which means we will kind of focus on some more damage. And there's another drone, so we're going to go with the next drone here too. Let's start this, and they're going to come from the bottom down here, as you can see over there. So I'm going to just try to put the drones a little higher, and that was actually a pretty bad, yeah, it was a pretty bad placement that I did there. That wasn't a good placement. Let's throw them in here like that. I think that's going to be a much better placement. And sometimes you just have to run around. Just run around and let them do the rest of the work. Of course, the boulder here would be nice as well. It's some nice AoE as well. So if you want to go for like some ability boulder damage, that I wouldn't hate you for that. It's really good. Anyways, it's fun. It is a lot of fun. Even the boss fights are actually quite challenging at times. One thing that I think is a little weird, that once they spawn like an ability on you, you have like the red circle on the ground, right? And it already looks like that you're being damaged because your screen turns red once you touch that. But it's basically like an indicator for you to get out of the way, so to speak, which is fine, which is fair. Oh, legendary health. I don't need health. I need attack speed. I'll take attack speed. Don't need health. Okay, we got the boss fight. 24 minutes. Wow. Damn. This is like the most detailed guide that I've played through. Like for a game that I've never played. Damn. Okay. This is a pretty good boss. The ancient golem is pretty easy. He does like these things as well. Basically, all we have to do is spawn turrets, run in circles, and wait. So it's not that hard. It's not that hard. He does spawn these circle thingies that is going to spin in a circle now, but other than that, it's not too hard. As you can see here, it's these things. I always go counterclockwise. Throw myself some turrets in there and let them damage, and we're just gonna run counterclockwise. You can see it's very, very simple. They always have one opening, as you can see. Whoops. There's one opening that you can follow technically, but yeah, you don't have to. I run counterclockwise. Seems to be doing the trick here. Seems to make more sense. Oh, and he's doing a big jumperoonies. Let's just respawn the turrets here. They are OP. They are so strong. If you can work on making them stronger, just the ability damage to rise up, they are powerful, man. They're so good. This is like the lazy man's build. You don't really have to do much. I mean, I am. By the way, you can also hold down left click to do more damage. Not more damage, but to keep on doing the damage. So yeah, really, really nice. Okay, let's throw these guys out here again. I think I haven't even lost like a lot of HP yet in this boss fight, which is quite cool. Anyways, we got him down. There's, again, you see there's like an achievement tab, and we can then choose something random. Oh, lucky, what is this? Attack speed? Lucky shot chance. Only 4,000 people actually have this. Interesting. And let's go back to the lobby. We got ourselves some gold as well. And that's my review. What do I give this game as a grade, as a rating, ladies and gents? This is an easy 9.5. I really, really enjoy that, and this is actually a game I will be returning to. Most of the games that I replay or make a video of, I rarely return to. This game I will. This is why it's a 9.5. This is one of the highest grades that I've ever given out on this channel. It's higher than most games that I've seen. It might, like, this is the first impressions. Maybe later on I get bored of it and then it goes a little lower along the way. But right now, this is, it's great. It's great. There were just a few minor things that I would change. And if they are good with content updates and stuff like that, then there you go. Thank you very much for watching. This was a longer episode. Please let me know in the comment section below if you watch until the end, if you want me to do longer videos, or if you like the shorter kind of videos where I only talk about these games for like 10 minutes. It really helps me shape the channel, so if you want to be part of helping me shaping the channel, then please tell me if you want me to make longer videos or if you want me to make shorter videos. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I certainly did. It was a lot of fun. This game is a lot of fun. I will be continuing to play it. I will try to get into the end game and make an end game review off of it as well. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. This was Dungeon Blast, and yeah, great game. Really good game. And it looks good too. It plays good, looks good. Nice ideas. The dungeons are fun. The boss battles are fun. Playing it with other players might actually even be better. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.